Hey, so welcome everybody to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gilmer and a podcast engineer here. And I'm excited to bring you another episode of the Conversation for All by Christian and EC Marketing for All. I've been doing the last few months here. And so it's kind of about networking, making connections and so on. So and without anything further ado, I'm going to bring in Christian to kick us off. So welcome, Christian.
All righty. Thank you so much. And again, absolutely appreciate you. And once again, this is Christian, EC Marketing for All. I know that we're definitely in the holidays. We have a couple of things that are going on. So we want to make sure that we get right into it. And again, thank you, Alan and Justin. You guys can unmute yourselves and start introducing yourselves. Once again, this is Christian Mendez. We're joined here with the World of Mobility Podcast Network, today's Disability Channel, and Project DieHard, along with the community payitforward.us. What we're doing is not just wanting to offer services and help people, help businesses, but also raise awareness. There's a lot of things that are going on right now through the community, through all of our different worlds, wherever you may be. And if we can be a little bit more kinder, if we can listen more, if we can just slow things down, it's going to help you. It's going to help your atmosphere, environment, etc. So we want to get into the effectiveness. And yes, we have a couple of things that we have going on right now. So I'm going to introduce Justen, McKay, and Alan Holmes, kind of wonderful guests and ongoing supporters. But again, this is also in regards to what we're doing. And these are like-minded people that are contributing professional insights and information in regards to the different industries that they're in. So we're here to make sure that we raise awareness for 22. That's our suicide veterans rate that is currently rocking the world or rocking our nation. Did you know that an average of 22 veterans take their lives each day? Let's change that. We're committed to supporting organizations dedicated to working together and raising awareness, provide more resources directly to all of our community members. We want to go ahead and make sure that we donate $500 to our project diehard.org. So EC Marketing is offering any and all services that are going out. There's a percentage or a full amount of $500. We will match it as well so that we can get to that $500 of your choice. With that being said, Justen, speaking of funds, speaking of funding and some secret things that you kind of come and share with us, introduce yourself and where you're from.
Hello, my name is Justen McKay. I live in Sacramento, California. There's two things that I do that I focus on. I do payment processing, making people aware that they're with the right payment processor. And if they're not, help them to get to the right payment processor. And then I also have a private money lending network where we help fund real estate deals on up to startup and working capital.
Nice. Thank you, Justen. Alan, unmute. Welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be, or all those who are listening. Mr. Justen, it's nice to see you again, young man. As a master connector, I specialize in connecting business owners, entrepreneurs, and consumers with unique and innovative resources. In short, I call myself a human search engine and a human collaborator, a human network, or human concierge. I'm always coming up with different ones because it's about, like Christian and Justen and Emily and Kurt in the background says, it's about building community. And I have been connecting and collaborating with over the weekend with a gentleman that is within the commercial real estate space, so may have something for you, Justen, and the rest of you within the real estate space. This gentleman, I've talked to him for a while because hadn't seen him, and he posted on LinkedIn just a few minutes ago. And then we were talking to another lady, a young lady that she collaborates with having a better quality of private labels on the foods that we eat. We have to know what we're eating, and then she specializes in that. So I may be bringing her very soon to a community near you. But in short, I wanted to just by say thank you, Bill, Christian, and Justin, and everyone. You know, it's as the holidays come, as a proud veteran, U.S. Army veteran. I just spoke to a gentleman this week who is a lieutenant colonel, and he does business brokering, and it's all about integrity. And we've been talking about this a lot. But he says if you are not acting within the capacity of integrity or honesty, then run away from him. So he's definitely going to be in line in other future. So that's what we do here, just giving collaborative and communicative resources and the ability to have the conversation for all. Mr. Christian, back to you, young man. Thank you.
All right. So let's have some a couple of things we're going to do. We're celebrating. We're going to bring in Emily and Kurt next, because obviously cornerstones and part of the team and part of what we're doing. We have a couple of opportunities. I know that Emily will be sharing some of the Biz Expo and other content that she's working on. You mentioned networking and connections, and again, I'm so proud and to have the opportunity to be here with you folks and to be able to share this space. Celebrating, you know, we're definitely Padres fans, and going back to good old Tony Gwynn. Met the gentleman many years ago at the Jack Murphy Stadium back in the 90s when we would be able to go down to the stadium. And so that just kind of, you know, it's a lifting of spirit, if you will, and we're cheering our Padres on and hoping to get that win and, you know, get that excitement going. I bring that into a little bit of what we talk about in networking, and Justen and Alan as part of the team, as well as Emily and Kurt. And as I kind of bring that up, is I know the Padres organization, you know, they've been around since 1969. There's a couple of great players on there, but overall the organization and what they're doing. So it's not just a team spirit that goes behind it. And I mentioned right now Tony Gwynn and Qualcomm, and Justen, if you have any sporting ties or any enthusiastic about anything like that, I want to tie that into what we're doing and what this is about, because truly we're just part of the team. And our Padre, right? The motto or the standalone is definitely spirit of the game, is definitely Project Die Hard, is definitely the veteran suicide awareness. It's definitely kindness and equality to our disability and to our challenged ability folks in the world. But it's also just a kind of a message of who we are. And so I always bring up all of the organizations because I don't want them to be focused on what I'm doing or what I'm saying. I want them to understand what we're really here for, is raising awareness and helping our communities. With that being said, and we talked just really briefly about it, but what you got, anybody want to go ahead and chime in as we're bringing Kurt or Emily, whoever's next, wants to unmute themselves. But you guys got any events that are coming up here? I know we're October 4th. So again, thanks for joining me. We have a couple of different leaders that from the Latino and celebrating Latino Hispanic Heritage Month. So we're kind of extending that out. We're working with that next event for October, let me see here, October 25th, and then, sorry, 24th. And then we're also looking at a December 5th event. So we're rallying our troops and our boots behind folks so that we can get more solidarity and support for people that need it. With that being said, Justen or Alan, you guys got anything going on right now that we're doing that helping out our communities?
Go ahead, Alan.
See, yeah, the spotlight. You know, I'm just no, I'm kidding. You know, the events that I'm, as you know, Mr. Justen, you may or may not know, and of course I am Christian. I am kind of his wingman for the event that is putting up by Emily, and I'm with Santa Papa. That is again on December 24th, along with Community Pay It Forward. But in the meantime, there will be a couple events that I will be actually being part of as far as on Alignable to bring awareness to the great of just the community as a whole. There's a couple of offers that I may actually have on the no card, but it's a community that is going to be basically highlighting and showcasing the Mastery of Connections. We didn't have it this week. We had some other side things happen, but I wanted to bring it up next week. There may be a gentleman that is going to be talking about the powering around the world. He's one of the first kind of speedboats that's kind of around the world, so we'll be looking forward to that. So, but other than that, I'm just here in support of veterans and the communities of the individuals who are just wanting to check in. And I wanted to also take this side note to say a little prayer and support for those who are in Haleen, in Florida and across the world. For those that I'm here on the Pack of Your Master Connector and conversation ball, let's have that conversation about just making sure you're okay, and we love you and we're supporting you. And I'm probably be posting an event at one of my connections yesterday, who's a veteran. His name is Tony Nellis. He's with Isogenics, but however, he takes time out to go and give away food and just clothing and different things to help support those who are really needed, because there's a lot of families out there. So there was just one veteran. He didn't even know I'm saying this. So Tony, I know you're out there. That's one from Army Air Force. He's out there really just burning boots on the ground. Another conversation for all. Plug for you. But back to you, Christian. That's going on.
Justen, what you got going on?
Yes, I don't have any events going on. I kind of have a boring life. I do the same thing all the time. The way that I tell my community, which my door's always open. When it comes to obviously my profession that I do, but when anybody needs work, I have it, and I always leave the door open. I never judge anybody for their past, or I don't judge them if they've gone to school or any of that, because I know people that really want something, go get it. So when it comes to my private money lending business, and I actually have a young man, he's 19, doing this right now. But I teach people how to go out there and find people that need funding. I don't care how old they are, I'll teach your 15-year-old nephew how to do it. And then and I always give them 50% of anything I make, and there's no limit. There's no upper limit to how much. And then in the payment processing world, I do the same thing. I always split everything 50-50. So I always leave my door open. And then Emily talked to me about the marathon thing she's doing. So I might hop on that, and not necessarily talk about, payment processing and private money lending, because the thing about the things that we all do is a lot of people do the things that we do. A lot of the jobs that we do aren't that special. It's us that are the special part of the job. So if I hop on that, I'll probably be talking about why it's important to know who you do business with. Why my earliest mentor, and this changed my life, he said, because I always doubted myself, he said, Justin, the only thing you need to learn is people skills and leadership. Everything else will fall into place. So that's typically what I tend to speak on. I can get into the weeds with my profession, but really we have to talk about the foundation of success before we start talking about the details. If you're playing the board game Monopoly, I gotta first tell you, this is how you move your piece. You roll a dice. If I don't tell you how to move your piece, then you can't even go. So I tend to talk about foundational things, and my door is always open for that type of stuff. So yeah, that's what I got going on. I'm a robot. I do the same thing every day.
One of the beautiful things about contrast and perception, you say you got a boring life, and somebody that is living paycheck to paycheck, that is living, just doesn't know where they're going to get their next meal, how much money they're going to have for gas. You mentioned something in regard to the services that we do, or the services that we offer. Because yes, anybody can make a website, anybody can design a graphic, anybody you can go to for funding, anybody can connect you to other people. And that's actually what I truly would want to highlight in today's part of it, and what we're doing with a little bit of corners, your corner, my corner, and Alan's corner, and Emily here as she comes on in and introduce herself. We're a team, and we started off with that. So as we're doing, and as we're uplifting, and as we're kind of contributing and supporting each other, that's what I want to mention, that's what really does make a difference. With that being said, Emily, the boss, is in, and come on in, introduce yourself, and let us know about what we can join you on and support. Emily.
Okay, so I am a virtual assistant, podcast assistant, scheduler here in Wisconsin. So we'd love to have you on this show or any of the other shows that are part of that we're helping with, as well as being a part of the Easy Expo. If anybody's interested in having a booth or joining the couple events that I've heard or just mentioned, as well as working with somebody out of Florida, a telethon for December 15th, as well as a 37-hour event over Christmas between December 24th and the 26th. And so if anybody's interested in being part of any of those things, to let me know. Back to you, Christian.
Yeah. Thank you. And that highlights, as we wait on Kurt. I know he's got a lot of things that he juggles. And again, thank you, Emily, for being and attending as well as participating. One of the big things that we mentioned and we just talked about right now is just how we're part of a team. We're part of the effort, but we're also rallying behind folks, and that's what we really want to encourage. So if you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have an idea, again, we can connect you, we can help you out. What it really is going to take, or maybe you're not there yet, but you have an inkling of what you'd like to do. Hey, listen, we have different resources, we have different mentors, we have different groups and organizations where you can plug in. I know Wikipedia is looking for internships. I know I just connected with an old associate of mine. She's working with folks of the disability background to actually get him employed. So her agency is actually going to be able to provide folks ready to go, and their company is going to pay for it. So I'm super glad. I'll let you guys know in more about information when that's more solid and concrete and I have everything. But again, it's just another agency that can provide not just interns, they're actually paid folks, paid people for your business. So when you talk about different groups or different teachings, Justin, absolutely, that's exactly what makes this beautiful. This is exactly what makes this great, is our backgrounds, our experiences, and the different things that we have to offer because of our experiences. And yesterday I was actually at a couple of networking events that I was invited to, and got to meet some wonderful people. And of course, always the networking, just like we kind of do here, we share some ideas and share some information. But it was just, everybody was just kind of like to me and asking me about what it is and where they're at and where they're going. And it just goes back to just, again, man, I love the fact that you guys are putting everything out front, that we're clear. And that's what really it takes, Justin, as you mentioned, your point, is who you're dealing with. What this company is about. Who are they supporting? What is it that they do? Who are you working with? Is Alan going to take your call? Is Justin going to take your call? Will Emily be available? Will Kurt be around? Will Christian answer his emails? Will people check their chats? I mean, these are frustrating things that we kind of don't think about unless there's a problem with a service that we may be paying for. And then it's kind of like, ugh. So with that being said, that's why I love the camaraderie and take it a step further. That's why we're making this, and we're stretching out our networks, and we're actually extending out our arms and hands and everything else for all of our communities. Because if you don't speak up, we cannot help you. But we promise that we are, like Justin said, it's not judgmental. It's not anything else. It's just a helping hand in where you're at. And I love the fact that you said that you work with folks, and we're going to tear up and we're going to make sure we make our challenges. That was what set it today, Justin. I've actually been thinking about my commissions, because when I first got into sales, it was 50-50. And it was, you go out and hunt and you get half of it back. So I think it's widely important in regard to that, in folks to understand when they're working, when they're networking and things like that with folks like Justen, with Alan or myself, we're going 50-50. Absolutely. We're just going to go ahead and split the pie right down the middle. Um, in that fact and manner, by the way, just to let you guys know, we do offer that. We do offer that in regards to the donation. So I also don't let our folks that do sell it be left out because there is a donation. So we match the donation cost to their commission. just so that we're clear here, just so that we're clear. But I think, and I really want to go back to that, and to go back to my roots and go back to what I used to do. And I am going to restructure that, and we are going to go 50-50 on some other referrals and referral partners. So we're going to make sure that we get that on there as well. But what is it? How comfortable do you feel when you reach out? And I think I want to talk to you about comfort as well as marketing, and that goes along with what folks are doing. When you think about a solution, so your cable goes out, or Verizon just had an outage just this last week. I don't know if you folks were part of that outage, but again, it causes chaos. It's so much mayhem and different things like that. And then we start blaming Verizon. Well, let's pause and say, why are we depending on Verizon to be our only source of communication? Why don't we have a second line, a second phone number, a Google Voice, WhatsApp? So we have to make sure that we're prepared, and we plan to be prepared instead of failing to prepare, which is going to be most likely the way that you fail, right? It's not planning, I'll just deal with it at some point. Same thing with funding, same thing with connections, same thing with networking, interviews, or jobs, or any type of opportunity. So we break it down, and you get to ask us questions. We offer complimentary consultations. But again, it goes back to the ease and that comfort. And what is it about? It's because we know that the way that folks make a purchasing decision is by being comfortable. If anytime anybody spoke on this and I would interrupt, nobody would be here. And I wouldn't be really having interaction, because we because we conversate, because we bring up these things, we can have a successful show. But it looks like Kurt might be busy in regards to that. So just to let you guys know, obviously, again, he's kind of working. He's trying to spread out some of the network. He's definitely working with Zach and Santa Papa John, with Marianne, and some other projects that they have going on. So again, this is my opportunity to ask. My one ask of you guys is reach out to a disability, a veteran, or somebody that you guys haven't spoken in a while, and just thank them. Justen, you brought up thanking a mentor that you maybe haven't spoken to in a while. Maybe you spoke with them just before this call. I don't know, but just the impact that you said that it had for you. Reach out to them and just gratitude and just gratitude. So if you guys get this, hear this, watch this, or see this, please share it, but share it to somebody that is a veteran, that is in disability community, underserved community, or that just needs help. And we're going to be doing a lineup, as a matter of fact, starting this month, going into the holidays, and we're going to be helping out veteran businesses. So if you guys want to have you guys want to actually, I don't know how you would say it, offer or kind of suggest, if you guys want to just put a business on the radar that may need a website, or may need marketing, or may need something in regard to that, if the veteran, disability, underserved communities, we want to help. If you guys hear this, tag us, tag them, and we'll get in contact with them. And again, you guys already heard, we have all of the pieces and all of the solutions. We just need folks that need that help, and we'll work out the rest of it, because again, we're 50-50 folks. So we'll work it out. We'll put our skin in the game. We'll make sure that you guys understand that, and we're investing into you, and we want to make sure that we continue to that. And so I say that when you have when you have $10, give $1. Don't wait till you have 1,000 to give $100. I learned from a great man in Anthony Robbins, who I haven't met personally. I just hear his voice all the time. So again, we all have mentors and different ideas and different concepts from different places. So with that being said, I hear he says, if you don't give a little bit from the very little that you have, you're not going to do it when you have more. So it's how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I like to go ahead and do things with a servant's heart, with a servant gratitude and mindset, and just to help out folks. With that being said, you're more than welcome to say your goodbyes. We want to make it short. We want to keep it sweet. If you want to, if you need to go, Justin, go ahead and I'll let you jump on and say goodbyes if you need to.
Yeah, the sun just woke up, so
That's a beautiful thing. See,
but yeah, this is
beautiful thing.
yeah, this is great. Thanks for having me on. And then yeah, that's it. That's all. I'll see you guys next week.
Compilation. Listen, it's more about value. It's not so much about words. I get what you're picking. I mean, I get what you're putting down. And just to go back to that is when you have structure and you have patterns and you have repetition, boy, that just makes you feel comfortable. It's just like, oh man, I'm in that spot. This is where I'm supposed to be. But if something breaks that spot, so again, see, now we bring that smile back, because now it's not a boring, monotonous life. Now you remember structure, stability, some things that other people, and that perception of contrast. So thank you again, Justin. We'll be in touch. I got a couple of people that send your way, including myself, because I got this project to move forward. So let me know your schedule this afternoon or tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a text. All right, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alan, come on in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, great conversation. I just want to piggyback on what you shared. As we kind of, like you say, slow down and just really absorb what's really going on. We're coming into the holiday/fall season. There's a lot going on. There was, one of the top banks out there had an outage as well. It was various different ones, but at the end of the day, it's called preparedness. Always be prepared to just get what needs to be done for your family, the little ones, just life in general. So each and every one of you have been given an amazing gift. For those who are listening on the airways and this community, the Conversation for All podcast, you don't hear me. For those who don't know me, as a master connector, I don't speak this sort of my life often, but I'm usually joking around, and I'm still joking around, but I just wanted to somber and just let you know we've got you. This is a platform and a community that allows you, whether it's the Project Die Hard, whether it's the Disability Channel, the World of Ability, the various events that we're going to be working on. If you have a dream, you have a gift, you have an idea, a lot of times individuals will kind of not believe in worthiness. And the great Anthony Robbins and various others, Les Brown, there's so many of the great ones. Joe Bryant, Hope, actually, he's actually a coach on straight out of Compton. So it's a straight gentleman that's always giving back. Operation Hope. So various different ones. I guess where I'm going with all this is a time in the community to not forget the ones that are around you and have their conversations and kiss the loved ones and kiss a veteran and support this great country. And what we're going through is say, come on, we've got you. And it's a tremendous support and value with various different resources. And I am reflecting on a couple of projects that I will be letting out of the bag once I locate research. Well, I've already located them, research, monitor, and market them, but I must continue to research because legitimacy and ethical and having the brand of who you are and your name means a lot. So I don't want to show it out there and make sure that those out there are doing the unethical things. That's not going to fly through our world. So just let you know that we're vetting a lot of, not all information and resources, and I continue to hold all of myself as the highest standard of ability. That's why anyone knows me, and we can get through various platforms and always being able to communicate. And like Christian was saying, if we can't get communicated one way, in my, for example, just because of Kurt, I learned about the no card and no card, no kids, no chaos, no politics, but it's all about, and we even know we love the kids. That's just a tagline, but the whole point of the no card is to really have the engagement and to know where you are, but also bring back value of what you offer. And sometimes service is not about business, maybe just about checking in to see if you're okay. And our services and community that we have will allow you to let that happen. So, yeah, Christian, I'm here to support and be the wingman. Then I see you got your wonderful San Diego Padres hat. For those who around the world knows that I'm a Dodger fan, I didn't know he was going to wear that. See, we called them the little brothers, but I think they're going to give us a run today. So that's okay. You know, it's all in good sports. We love our Padres. The Dodger fan, okay, they hear that, but okay, Mr. Christian, we got you. Back to you, sir. Oh, I don't know if Emily's or Curtis coming on the wing, but yeah, happy Friday to each and every one of you around the world.
I don't see Kurt around, but definitely Emily. She back on, and as we get the last kind of thoughts in regards to that. Absolutely, know that this world is different. You know that your communities and folks that are that wherever you're at in life, in your community, and wherever you're at in your business or just entrepreneur journey, or just wherever you're at, folks that may know you, may have known you already for many years, it's difficult for them to understand. And listen, we get it. That's part of the beautiful part in regards to what we bring in the experience that we're actually bringing here. We understand the communities. We understand you don't have necessarily have as many resources to get out of that community or that situation. So we want to make sure, just as Justin has said it before, Alden has said it, and myself, is we're here to help folks out, help folks up. There's no handout. It's a helping hand, and it's a supportive hand. We're all about sustainability, and that's the most beautiful thing that we can offer. And yes, that's what makes us different. Slowing down, listening, to get to know what you're about, and to be able to assist in whatever forms that we can, or connect you to folks that we can. And sometimes it goes way above our pay grade. Maybe it's a counselor, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or an actual physical therapist, way outside of our realms and of our experience and expertise. But we can connect you to folks that we've vetted and companies that we know that are actually doing what they say and offer and what they offer. So it is wildly important for us too, and that's why we're making these network connections, and that's why we are going above and beyond. So thank you again, Alan, for your time, consideration. And Emily, if you want to go ahead, and there she is.
So I just wanted to thank Ellen and Justin for coming on today, as well as everyone who has tuned in. And I'd love to have everybody check out all of our social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and so on. To like, share, subscribe, comment, and so on that. As well as we'd love to have everybody on the show or one of the other shows. So please let me know if that is the case. And also to check out some of the other organizations that we're working with. So our partners and so on, like Jay and the Disability Channel, Zach Clinton and the PAC Channel, Earl Williams and with the Midwest Plainsman Podcast, Lawrence Wingate and Wingate Studios, and Mark Sarah Transfer Media, and all of the great work that they're doing. So, yes, until next time, hope everybody has a safe and productive week. And to stay happy.
Next week we will be having an entrepreneur and founder of Unforgettable You LLC, and that's going to be Miss Margaret Martinez, proud mom, entrepreneur and founder, a relationship support professional, a global motivational speaker, and we're excited about that here next week.
Sounds good. So
awesome.
We'll see everybody next week.
All right.